I'm Sophia and this is Sis Crafting. Today I'm going to be comparing two weaving kits. We have our ColorZone weaving kit and our KLUTZ weaving kit. I have used the KLUTZ weaving kit, but I have never used the ColorZone before. So let's open them up. So first we have our ColorZone kit. So in this kit we have a loom. We have a loom, a hook, our 7 colors of this looping material, and we have our instructions. And in our KLUTZ kit, we had to use this kit before, that's why it kind of all fell out. Okay. We have our loom. The looms are slightly different, but they look like they're going to work the same. We have a slightly shorter hook, and we have the same colors. It also comes with some yarn, and it's got a detailed, how many pages is this? Like 40-page instruction manual. So that is probably the biggest difference between these kits that you can see. This one has 1 page, well, more like half a page because one is in one language and the other half is in a different language. So this is all the instructions you have. It does have pictures, but it's all in black and white. In the KLUTZ book, it's all in color. And see, it's got all the things you have in it. Oh, it also has a yarn needle. And it's all in color. It's a lot more detailed. You can actually see what they're doing. It also has other project ideas. So that's nice. It's got a lot more instructions in the KLUTZ kit. We have made some of these before. So here we have, this is a houndstooth design. We also have, I believe this is called the pinwheel. And we have made a purse out of it, which is pretty much 2 of them together, and then you make a strap. Today I'm going to be using the KLUTZ loom to show you how to make the pot holder following the KLUTZ instructions. We'll also comparing the instructions. So let's see. So in the ColorZone, it says to stretch your loops. So it says to start by putting the loops across. Then it tells you to start weaving, attach a loop on your weaving hook, and weave the loop over and under each of the existing loops, and then it teaches you how to finish it off. In our KLUTZ kit, let's see how it explains it. It's got Weaving 101, so it teaches you about warp and weft. Shows you which one's warp, which one's weft, so you learn a lot more about weaving than you do in the ColorZone kit. Okay. So to begin to make your pot holder, let's see, I'm just going to do a very simple, very simple pot holder. So I'm going to start with our white. So you just want to remove that top loop. Ooh, they all came out. Okay. So you're going to start, you're going to stretch it across your loom, and you want to stretch across all of the pegs. Now we've covered every single hook with our looping material. You want 1 loop on every single hook. And this is our warp. So now we're going to go ahead and weave in our weft. So I decided there are some fun design ideas in here. I'm just going to go with confetti. You can really just use 2 colors, 4 colors, 3, whatever, doesn't matter. I'm going to be using many different colors, so it kind of gives the effect of confetti on the white. So we're going to have to undo these little loops. I need to skip orange. Not too big on orange. So now this next step is very important. You're going to take your first color, whatever it is you choose, of looping material. I'm going to do this a few times for reference. Make sure you really understand this. This is very important. This is what puts together the pot holder. So you want to take it, you want to hook it on the first. It's probably going to get unhooked, but at the end of the loop, you want to make sure it's still hooked. So you go on top of the first one, and you want to loop it. Here, don't worry about that. Top of the first one, and you want to go under the second one. Remember, each loop has two, so you want to make sure you go over and under both, not just one. Then you go over this one, and under that one. See, just over, under, over, under. So that's all you're doing. Over, under, over, under. So you want to do it with every other one, okay? So over, under, and you just keep doing that. When you've gone through enough, you can add it to the hook on the end and it will stay. Over, under, over, under. And you do have to pull it towards the end. Keeps it nice and taut. So you give it a little pull, over, under, and you want to hook it on that side. Okay? So now we're going to do that again with our next color. Let's pick a different one. Ooh. Okay. So this time you want to go opposite of what you did last time. So last time, you can see, last time I started by going over. This time I want to start by going under. So this whole thing, it's just an over, under pattern. We want to go under, under, over, then you go under. Remember, under, over, every two. Every two is actually just one, because it's a loop, so it's got two strands. So then you want to go over, and then under the next one. Got stuck, sorry. And take your time. If you rush this process, you may end up making mistakes. I definitely know that from experience. You get comfortable with it, and then you end up making a mistake. So then here you want to make sure it's hooked. And then, ooh, where am I? Over, and then you go under the next one, and over, and under the next one, and over, and under, and by this point you're going to have to be pulling it a bit. Over, under, ooh, I almost lost it, and over, and then you hook it. So that's all you have to do. And then you want to make sure that it's different every other time. So here I went over, this one I went under, and then you continue that. So that's what it looks like. You start here over, you start here under, then over, under, the entire time. And that's all you're doing, over, under, over, under. One other tip while you're doing it is you want to make sure, like, it can get twisted. You want to make sure it doesn't get twisted. So you can check it by opening it. You want to make sure it doesn't get twisted, because then it's going to make it lumpy and it doesn't look as nice. So you want to make sure it stays untwisted the entire time. Ooh, it's falling off. You want to make sure they stay on the pegs, because if they fall off, then that loop will get unraveled, and then you have to do it again. So now we are going to head and clear up the space, so that way we are all prepared to finish off our loom. So now we are going to finish up our pot holder. This may be a little bit confusing, so you want to listen carefully. So we're going to start with this loop. We're going to call it loop 1. You want to put your hook in there and you pull it off the peg. Then we're working counterclockwise. So we want to start at the corner and you want to hop the corner and go to this very next one, which we'll call loop 2, and you want to put your hook in there. Now, all you do is you want to pull loop 1 through loop 2. So, gotta release this. Ooh, stuck. You're gonna pull this one over that one. So you're left with loop 2 still on your hook. So then you want to go to this next one, put it on your hook, and then you're going to slide it through. So you only have one. Continue to do that. Another, ooh, I lost it. You want to be careful. You don't want to lose them. It can start unweaving. There we go. And it's okay, you can just catch it and keep going. So it's not the end of the world. See? You just fix the pattern. If it goes through a few, then you just want to finish up your over, under, over, under. And it's really not that big of a deal, so don't stress if that happens to you. And then you just want to go through both. It's hard sometimes. Just want to pull one through the other. I'll show you one more time. So you take it off the hook. And you want to pull one over the other. Okay? So you're going to continue to do that. You're going to go clockwise and continue to do this. So now when you get to the corner, you want to go ahead and do the same thing. So you put your look through. So it's just the same thing as you've been doing on all the edges. So now we've passed the corner, as you can see. What you want to do is you want to pull these loops, so it doesn't really matter which loops, and you want to pull them back onto your loom. So that way it stays taut and your threads, your loops, don't start falling off. Because if they start falling off, you're going to have a big problem. Your whole thing will start unraveling. So you want to make sure to pull it onto your loom so that way the entire thing stays taut. And then you just continue weaving. Gone around our entire pot holder. You can go ahead, well, you only have the last loop left on your hook. You can go ahead and remove the corners from your loom. So now you want to go ahead with this last loop. You just want to pull it. That way you want it to stay out, because if it starts falling back in, it will start to unravel. So you want to keep that staying out, just like that. And then with your corners, you are going to have a little bit sticking out. So you can just pull, just adjust it. You want to adjust it so that way it looks like the rest and it doesn't look pulled out. So you just want to adjust this, give a little pull, so it looks even with the rest. So this is how it came out. This is our pot holder. It's really lovely, actually. You do any colors and designs that you like. In your KLUTZ book, they actually have, let me show you, many different pattern ideas. Also, different projects you can make, like this purse, picture frame, there's a chicken in there, if you want to do that. So that's probably the main difference between the two, the instructions. The KLUTZ has very detailed, very colorful instructions and lots of extra projects and designs. The ColorZone kit, the instructions are black and white. There are pictures, but they're kind of small. And it just has the very simple loom pot holder design. This one is a little bit less expensive than the KLUTZ. So if you're okay with the black and white instructions, you can always go and look up videos for more design ideas or find videos like ours for instructions. So if that works for you, that's good. If not, there's the KLUTZ one that's got color and everything. That's pretty much the only difference. Both have all the loops and the hook and the loom. We hope you enjoyed this video. Comment down below if you have any questions. And if you have anybody that you know that can help us get started with more product review videos, please let us know. We would love to start doing more product review videos for you guys. Please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Bye!